Yes, good morning. I'm Amanda Galles.
Welcome to our Friday show of Good Morning KU. Thank you for joining us again. So I know you guys are all thinking something that I think every week. Thank God it's Friday. Finally, it's been a long week for our students.
Yes, I agree with you. Oh, Friday, how I missed you.
And I never thought I'd say this, but I was thankful to get a little rain yesterday. Definitely cooled things down a bit.
Yes, I know, and I'm happy that it's actually cooling down.
Yeah,
know?
Today it'll be about, right now it's about a 65, 60, 68 actually outside. It'll warm up to about a 79 around 5 p.m. today, which isn't too bad since the sun's not overhead. So, you know, those 100-degree temps are killing me.
I know. And then now it feels like officially fall, so I'm glad because it's my favorite season, actually. So
Definitely.
Yes.
All right, well, we have a great show for you today. Let's go over a little bit what happened this week first. There's a new iPhone out, another new iPhone out.
Really? Oh, yeah, I remember that.
There's
okay.
2 new iPhones. There's a 5C and there's a 5S. The 5C is essentially the same thing as the 5. I'm trying to get this straight. The 5C is the same thing as the 5, but it comes in a variety of colors, and the 5S is a new generation that has a fingerprint scanner.
That is awesome. Do you know what colors the 5C comes into?
I don't. I honestly can't keep up with the trend. I just got the 5. I thought I was, a little trendy, and then they come out with 2 more, so I definitely need to step my game up with the iPhone.
Me too. I have a 4S, and it's kind of wah-wah,
Yep, so if you want to actually buy those, they're not that expensive. The 5C will only run you for about $99, starting at $99, and the 5S is $199. So that's definitely cheaper than they used to be.
And then as long as it comes into pink, then I'm all about the 5C, because that's my favorite color.
I actually want to try that fingerprint scanner out. So.
Yeah, I know. I feel bad for those girlfriends that like to snoop.
So pre-orders start today, actually, if you're interested in pre-ordering either the 5C or the 5S. And official orders will be starting on September 20th. So I'm sure a lot of our KU Apple junkies will be lined around the block for that.
I'm that Apple junkie.
Okay, and on a more serious note, KU can barely get snow days off, but CU is actually taking its 2nd day off after some intense flooding around the campus. CU Boulder actually is having to evacuate 400 students from student housing and either sending them home or giving them subsequent housing. So it's a pretty sad thing over there.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. I think there was 3 dead and 1 missing.
Yeah, 3 dead and 1 missing so far. The relief efforts are being stepped up. It's really hard for the flat areas of Colorado. Actually, the wildfires this summer that hit Colorado pretty hard are making it really hard for them to fight these floods. So definitely, I know I'm from Colorado, so I'm trying to keep up with people there. Definitely make sure people are staying indoors and being safe.
Yeah, so that's true. And actually, I guess we're very fortunate living in the Midwest. Then we haven't really seen any terrible weather lately besides the hot weather. But I think it's very unfortunate, and I hope everybody steps up and helps out in some way. So
definitely. Okay. So with KU, we're big on tradition, and so us here at the Friday show of Good Morning KU wanted to bring you a new tradition. Me personally, at Friday, still the week's not over. I'm still a little bit stressed. We're going to start a new thing called the De-Stress Clip of the Week.
Yes, the De-Stress clip of the week. Excuse me, I cannot talk today. Clip of the week. It's basically going to help you out. It's been a long week and stuff, so it's it's either going to make you roll your eyes or laugh or even be sad. But I think this one will definitely make you laugh, in my opinion. Yeah,
this clip that we have for you today is actually gone viral, so you probably have seen it. It's the cutest thing. This guy's getting out of surgery. Anesthesia's wearing off, and he's seeing his wife for the first time. It's actually really cute. So guys, definitely take note on this.
Yeah. So
here it is.
Yes. Take a look at the De-Stress
okay?
clip.
The doctor send you? Man, you are eye candy. Whoa. Hey, you could be the prettiest woman I've ever seen. Are you a model?
Nope, I'm going to be right here with you. You eat the cracker.
Who are you? What's your name?
Go. All right. How cute was that, right?
Yeah, actually, I thought it was pretty hilarious.
Yes, brownie points for life. Well, we'll get right into our show. After this quick break, we're going to have some news updates, and we actually have a very special guest, a KU freshman who's already self-published, right after the break.
Hi everyone, and today we have a special guest named Sergei Dahlman, and he's the freshman at KU, and then he wrote his first book titled The Transit, and here's this book. And then, hi Sergei, thanks for coming. Why don't you tell us what's the book about?
The book is actually a collection of 3 short stories that deal with kind of the same idea that people live their lives constantly in transit. They have like a past that they don't really understand, and they're going somewhere and they don't really know where they're going to. But the whole idea is like living in the present. So it's like they all kind of bring closure at the end to realize that if they just keep wondering where they're going to go, they're not going to go anywhere.
Okay, we're just wondering what inspired you to write the book.
It's actually a combination of 2 things. The first thing is that a lot of my personal experience came with writing the book, and then also my creative writing teacher pushed me to write it and to try to self-publish it.
Okay, why don't you tell us a little bit about your own experience?
Well, especially in the first story, it deals a lot with a relationship I was in. I dated someone who was a little older than me, and they went to college and totally just left me, did not say goodbye, did not even like break up with me or anything technical, and so it was like they completely ignored me, and I just didn't know how to feel about it, like what if I did something wrong or whatever. And so this story is kind of about what if they came back and apologized.
Okay, I think it happened to a lot of students, like freshmen in college. And then, do you have any difficulty writing the book?
Writing it wasn't a problem. Editing took a lot of work, but the main thing was like we had to hand stitch, like all hand bound, like all the books, and that took a lot of work. And my friend Amy helped me, but we spent about like 4 hours, stitching those.
Yeah, but it's well done right now, so congratulations. And then we're just wondering where can people buy the book, and then how much does it cost?
Currently the book is sold at Wonder Fair Art Gallery on Massachusetts. It's right next to the burger stand, but it's selling for about $4. And if they want to find more information, they can check our Facebook page, which is Pacifica Press. So.
Oh, sounds wonderful. Thank you for coming today. And then thanks for everyone. And then we're gonna take a break, and then Maddie will do the news.
The first big step to get rid of its chemical weapons. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry is still taking a precautious approach. Kerry is not pleased with the 30-day deadline and refused to give up the threat of a military strike in case diplomacy doesn't work. Voyager 1 is now the first man-made object to leave our solar system. Voyager and its twin Voyager 2 left home 36 years ago to take a grand tour of the planets and have been sending postcards home in the form of data ever since. Both satellites are running out of battery power, but according to NASA, will last another decade. Heavy rain, mudslides, and flash flooding continue to plague Colorado, and the forecast doesn't get any better. The storm began on Tuesday and has dumped up to 7 inches of rain during a 19-hour period in the Boulder area. At least 3 deaths are attributed to the storm, and the number of daring rescues is increasing by the hour. The National Weather Service has issued its flash flood warning until further notice. While Coach Weiss and the Jayhawks will be on the road this weekend, there is still some football to be played on campus. The Lady Jayhawks soccer team will be competing in the Kansas Invitational, both today and Sunday at the Jayhawks Soccer Complex. KU will take on the University of San Diego this afternoon at 4:30, and then play the University of San Francisco on Sunday at noon. ESPN rates KU's upcoming non-conference basketball schedule as the toughest in the country. The Jayhawks will travel to Colorado and Florida, as well as to Chicago to play Duke and Kansas City to play New Mexico. They will also host some top-ranked teams in Allen Fieldhouse. Coach Self acknowledges that the schedule might be the toughest in his 11 years here at KU. That wraps it up for news. Now back to Jade and Coral.
Welcome back. Coral has a couple of things to say about the international student community here at KU. Coral, so can you tell us a little bit about the international community here at KU? Do you see a trend growing here with the population of students coming over to study here?
Yeah, in 2006, actually, we have about the population about 2,000 international students, but by that time, we only have about 600 or 500 Chinese students, but now we have almost 900 Chinese students studying here, and a lot of them, they are taking the language program.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, when you're walking into class, I see a lot of the KU, the international students here at KU, but then when I'm in my actual classes, I don't see that many inside of my classes. Is there a reason behind that?
Yeah, first when they came here, they have to submit the TOEFL score, but if they fail to submit the TOEFL score, they have to take a proficiency test, and then if they didn't pass a certain score, they have to take the AEC program. That's what we will look in our package later.
Okay, the AC program, and just to get this right for our viewers, is that just English speaking, writing, those courses that they have to take?
No, it's about writing, reading, and listening. They don't really need to do the speaking part because if you're doing math or you're doing business, you don't really need to speak up in the classroom. But for other class like a journalism or maybe communication, then students might need to have very good language skills of speaking.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, well, let's get into your story.
All right.
That's for that clip. We have that for you here now.
Pseudo-conflict.
Yep.
Can you spell that, please?
P-S-E-U-D-O.
Imagine how difficult it will be if you go to a foreign country with a completely different language. When most American students are getting busy with their classes, many international students are still struggling with their English at KU. The students who did not come from native English-speaking countries or graduate from American high school have to either submit their TOEFL score or pass English proficiency test at KU. The minimum TOEFL score for international students is 23 out of 30 in reading, writing, and listening sections. If they do not have TOEFL score, they need to take an English proficiency test, and they have to receive higher than 160 out of 200 in each section. The students who did not pass proficiency test need to enroll their AEC classes in this building. The majority of students who enrolled at AEC program are from China, Saudi Arabia, and Japan. There are total 5 levels in AEC program, so students will be put on different levels based on their test results. Some students might take advanced language classes if they do well on the test, but some might start from the beginning. Qinghua Xin is a new student from China. She said her major is English, but her English level is still very low.
I said speaking is 2, and grammar is 3. And writing is 2. Yeah, it's very bad.
If students barely speak English when they first come to KU, this means they probably will stay in AEC program more than 2 years because they start from level 1.
We have a very large level 1 this semester, so we've had to increase the number of classes that the level 1 program is offering. And then in the other levels, levels 2 through 5, there's probably anywhere from 4 to 6 sections of each class. At the end of a semester, it's possible they could end up repeating a course if they didn't make any progress. It's possible they could move up to the next level, and then some students are able to jump over a level if they do well enough on their exit test.
However, it is also possible for international students to leave school or go back to their countries if they fail AEC program. Although KU has a very strict language requirement for international students, more than 600 international students came to KU this year, and 490 of them are enrolled in AEC program. Cora Lu, Kansan Media.
Thanks, that was great. That was great informational about our international student community here at KU. Just one last question. What do you think that KU could do to make sure that our students, the KU students here, and the international student community can maybe, get a little bit more into lace and
Yeah, in our school department, we have ISS program, ISS department, which all the students from different countries they go to that department. They have each week they have different activities or events. Yeah. Sometimes they have the karaoke night. Oh, nice. Sometimes they have the barbecue. So all the international students can go there and enjoy dinner together. But they also invite American students as well.
Great, great. Well, that's great. Thank you so much for your story. That's all we have for today. We'll see you back here, same time next week.